Okay, so this will be JLG Scissorlift, converting it from the hybrid inverter charger combination to a the Eagle, black Eagle like that, or the Delta IQ or Delta Q, which is the one you have. So get that, turn it on, bring it up in the air, and make sure you put your safety prop down. This rod, flip this thing down, let it sit there, bring it down just till it touches. Second, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna disconnect this. This will break the circuit on the two battery banks. There's 12 volts over here and 12 volts over there. That disconnects them, so now there's no power. Your unit currently has this inverter charger hybrid there. It's installed like this, looking at it from the back. Okay, there's a bolt here, undo the bolt, that's a bolt there, and it just slides forward and these tabs engage into the bracket in the machine. So that's how we're going to take it out, is undoing that bolt and pulling it out. First, we want to make sure she's propped in there. It's going to have these connections. It's going to have this Deutsch connector and this interlock connector, which then lead over to, you should have an inverter arming switch located down here. Yeah, you could leave that. This is one I just did. This unit actually, I just sold that one I converted. So this is in line to be reconditioned. It's not the exact unit, but it'll work for this purpose. I usually remove all this stuff. You could leave that in and just tie this stuff up. Okay, so from the machine, you'll unplug the Deutsch, unplug the interlock, and then these wires, your machine currently should have this male connector coming out for the AC 120 volts, and then your inverter, the female receptacle, should be pulled out there and hanging there and either plugged into it or unplugged. Okay, you're going to be leaving this is what leads up to your platform and to that GFI outlet. This is going to stay because this currently charges the batteries as well as converts from the 24 volt DC batteries to a 120 volt AC for electricity. So it produces power here, and when you plug it into there, it'll send it to the platform. These go out fairly often, and the inverters still work usually. The charger goes out. So I'm gonna unplug that from there, and it leads into here, of course, to these. And these can be removed easily to get the clutter out of the way. Twist those backwards and unplug them. Okay, the other side is the charger cord. So this is what you plug into the wall to charge the batteries. On yours, it's going to come out as well. It leads over, comes out, and is usually attached right there. So there's the one for this Eagle. So you're going to remove the charger cable from the Xantrex, pull it through, unplug all those connectors, and then we'll get ready to install. Here's what it looks like inside. So all these connectors your Delta has. So on the machine itself, you've got the interlock, and this here is the Anderson connector that this is on your machine where my thumb is, and yours may be gray, is on your Delta charger. It will plug in there. Interlock cable on the white Molex, and then your charger will have the receiving Deutsch connector that plugs right in for communication. And then, so that's how it'll hook up. One more thing, on removal. You're disconnecting all these, getting them all out of the way. Here's where your battery feed comes in currently. The main positive lead, because it's not just a small charging wire to charge the batteries, it's a large cable to convert to AC electricity. So these we need to remove. They might be capped. Just pull the caps off, pull the studs off, verify that you have disconnected that connector there, so there is no battery power to these. It'd be wise to even double check it, make sure there's no, if anybody's hooked up any other wires or anything, make sure there is no power here. Okay, so we're going to undo these, take them off, and remove them completely from the unit. Okay, so once all that's undone, you can now unscrew it and just slide this out of the back. Okay, slide it out, lift it up, pull it out. If it's tight here, this step can be removed, but I do not believe you have to take it out. Once that's out, you're going to just slide your Delta Q in, and it may have a screw on both sides that attaches. Can't remember if it's a direct slide in or if you put 2 screws in it, which you can use the existing mounting. It should be very, very simple. So you'll slide that in there. You're going to run your male 120 volt charger plug out this side, stick it back in that P-clamp, and then you're going to hook up all your connectors, the interlock, the Deutsch, and then plug in that charging. That's the red one hooked to your gray one on the charger. That's going to what charges the batteries. So those leads you took off of here, make sure you remove them completely out. They're going to run over to one on this side to a battery lead, and then the other one will come over here to these batteries. Get those out completely. Don't leave them in there flipping around. Once they're out and you got this in and everything's plugged in and there's no extra leads or lugs or anything bare or hanging around, once you get that in, you can then plug this battery back in, plug in your charger, turn it on, test it, make sure everything's good. That charger should come with an algorithm programmed in it for the flooded lead acid, which is that battery that you have. You can change it to AGM, lithium, anything like that. So it should come as it is for those batteries. Yeah, yours did have that Anderson connector, so you should just be plug and play. If it didn't, and it just had 2 small gauge wires, maybe a 12 gauge or so, a red and a black, you'll have to run those from the charger. You won't plug into that. You'll just run the positive over here and hook it here, and then the negative over here, and you're going to hook it on that end one there. Okay. If your unit comes with a temperature sensor, which is what this is, then this will have to be wired in as well. If that is the case, if there's anything there that does not match this, contact me again and we'll get you squared away. Thank you.